Hey everyone, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I am going to be conducting a general reading, but this is more like a downloaded message type of reading that came through quite strongly. So at this point, I want you guys to just literally take what resonates. Ground, shield yourself at the start of this reading. And if it aligns with you, that's great. If it doesn't align with you, then that's okay still. All right, so the message that I got that came through was that there's going to be an announcement that's going to be unexpected, but will be greatly welcomed, greatly received. I'm not literally within the last 5 minutes or so of pressing record on this phone. I got the message come through. So I've been guided back to the cards to sort of find out a little bit more about what this is, the energy around what this is. All right, so just bear with me. Let me just get back in. For some of you, it's something that you kind of have an inkling of. For those who are tuned in, but for many that don't really know what's really going on, or they're not really following certain things, they're just kind of living like a hermit sort of thing. It's going to sort of become sort of like unexpected. So that's okay. All right, so the first card that we have got is the King of Cups in the upright position. I've got the World right by it. This feels as if this is something that is, it's like you have to feel this message, you have to feel this. This is something that, I mean, it could be coming from above, of planet, which, and I feel there is a deep connection to that. And I am getting the requirement for people to be in a calm kind of energy, calm kind of way. Almost as if a frequency is placed around the earth in order to sustain stability, calm and presence as this is being revealed. This is coming in definitely from above. Whatever this message is, whatever this announcement is, it's coming in. Whoever this is, this messenger, knows when and how they are going to be conducting this message. This is going to bring an ending to what it is that we know. It's almost as if, like, all right, I know this is like a ship and, you know, but it feels to me as if it's getting people's attention. You have to watch this. This is about watching something. Transformation. This isn't, you know, physical death or anything like that, but there's something to do with a major ending of a situation and the beginning of something new. Yeah, this may cause a little bit of instability, may make people feel a bit, you know, my goodness. And I feel that this is where this healing energy is sort of spread around in order to stabilize and keep people calm. It's almost like almost everyone's, like, whoever's going to be receiving this message is going to be transfixed. They're going to be not in a sort of like way of manipulation or anything like that, but it's just that it's this calling. The Six of Discs being in the reverse, it may feel like in order for you to kind of like be in this moment of like receiving and this energy exchange, I feel that this is why this King of Cups is really, you know, like really holding space. Whoever this is, they are definitely advanced. They are aware, they have been watching, they've been witnessing. And again, sort of like a lot of witnessing, a lot of watching what's actually going on. And it's very interesting because of this, the sun that is blasting out some kind of real massive energy. And I'm getting sort of like Schumann resonance as well. So if you guys have been following the Schumann resonance, if you've got the app on your phone, and it has been blacked out. I checked it this morning, a little earlier, and it's still showing like the end part was sort of still blacked out. But as I said, this message, whatever is going to be received, is going to be welcomed. And again, you can see this page of wands sort of looking up towards the skies, looking up to where this is, this message is coming from. And I feel like, this is like, again, as I said, about greatly receiving this message. Okay, so let's expand on this. Let's see what this King of Cups has to say. The energy surrounding this King of Cups. What's going on with this message? We've got a King and a Queen of Cups. So there is definitely some kind of balanced connection with this person. Not in a polarized way. They know how to sort of balance it in a feminine and masculine energies. This is somebody who is very complete, very whole, deeply intuitive. As we have the Temperance card, they understand it may cause some form of imbalance. And I feel like this person, whoever this is, or whoever they are, they're just really holding sacred space. As I said, you've got the Eight of Wands in the upright position again. So this is definitely a message coming through. It may feel very, very fast, very unexpected. But it's keeping people sort of like, fixed on, what this is. And we have got the World card in the upright position. It may make the world, the people in it, feel a bit unstable. But this is about a new, like a massive ending and a massive new beginning with this World card. What's the Six of Discs about? This is a time of coming out from a lot of the troubles. So if you could see the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, you've got the Page of Wands in the reverse, you've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels as if there's been like a connection to the previous reading that I've done, which is speaking about, and if you add the two together, which is the Two of Discs and the Six, you get the Eight of Pentacles. So this is sort of like really starting to encourage people to start working on themselves, working themselves out of poverty, working themselves out of this lack mentality, working themselves out of feeling uninspired and feeling that you don't have independence, like this ability that's more enhanced, whatever is going to be received, whatever is going to be felt from this message. We've got the Sun in the reverse, so there's something about a closing out of one thing to begin something new. Sunset and sunrise. Even as I'm doing this reading, I am sort of feeling, my body sort of like trying to stay stable, trying to stay grounded. This feels really, to me, I mean, this is just, maybe it's because I'm connected to the cards and this energy, but it just feels really overwhelmingly exciting. So just because the Two of Discs is in the reverse of the Six of Discs, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is stress or, fear or anything like that. Whatever this message is, whether this is going to be a physical public announcement, or if this is something that's internal, whatever this announcement is, But always, always, always check on your heart and your mind and see if your heart is going to expand to this message that you're going to receive or not. Because at the end of the day, you have the power to choose on whether or not this is for you or not. Okay, so I'm going to start pulling the cards. I'm just going to pull them at random. Just feel that this is where I need to be. We've got the holiest temple. So there's something about this. It's almost like a release, like something coming down. Like, and what I'm getting from this energy here with the, the sun shooting out whatever kind of energy more that's coming through, and it's literally going to be igniting. But I feel that this is going to be from on the inside, a part of the transformation. Next card that we've got is feminine, strong feminine energies. This can be to do with those Sophian codes that's coming back through, really igniting, really releasing that divine feminine energy, because this is what this planet needs, strong healing. The next card that I've got that wants to speak, Chamber of Soul Contracts. So this could be a thing of soul contracts being ended as new ones begin. This is really seriously ceremonial, very energetic at this stage. And the next card that we've got, Chamber of Forgiveness. This could even be about forgiving certain things that happened in previous soul contracts, forgiving yourself. I know it's very difficult for most people to kind of get into this energy of forgiveness, but this helps to free you so much. It helps to really lighten your mood, lighten everything about you, because if you don't work on forgiveness, it can really hold you back. But I feel that with this energy coming in from this sacred feminine, this is going to help the healing process to be more quicker, and it will just burn through. We've got the ceremony of life. So as I was picking up from the Chamber of Soul Contracts, this feels really ceremonious. So it's like, sort of like taking off that veil, if you like, and then just becoming free from it. A new burst of life underneath the bottom of the deck. I was just about to show it, but it says cut it. Sensuality. So remember what I was saying about the heart. Check within your heart space. If it feels like it's blooming out, then this is something that is good, that's coming in to help heal you. And I'm really, again, it's just saying to me, like going back into this strong, divine feminine energy. Some of you may be receiving strong feminine energy. This isn't going to be for everybody. But I feel if you've been working with the divine feminine energy, you are getting more of a, when I say download, but an expansion. And this is helping to create a really protective field around your aura. And in doing so, you find that your life is becoming even more peaceful, even more untroubled. No, I'm not saying that this is all to do with being spiritually bypassing. This has nothing to do with that, because for those that are watching this reading, you are aware of what's going on, but you're stepping into a totally different direction. And this is really, I am also getting the saying of many are called, but few are chosen. If you're meant to hear this reading, you're meant to hear it. If you're meant to receive these messages from this divine feminine energy, which is really, really strong in this reading, then that's what you're you're receiving. I would take advantage of being out in the sun as much as you can at this point, as much as you can, because it is helping. It's definitely helping a lot. As you're walking through one door and going into another, this is a real good time to really work on just being in the sun, as much as you can, and really work on that shielding. So this is the message that I got. Continue to hydrate, ground yourself, and just look at things from a higher self perspective. I definitely feel you're somebody who's just really, I'm getting this feeling of, like, when I say like unbothered, I don't mean it in any kind of lazy way, but because you have this deep knowing where you're going is right for you. And if you choose to stay, then that's right for you. But if you choose to move forward, yeah, that's right for you. All right, so that's what I've got. Thank you so much for watching this reading, and I will see you guys on the other side. Take care.